Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Kiki and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Kiki's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The corrections and the motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Kiki's going to come home with her very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session tomorrow. Now, if you notice, Kiki is sitting very nicely and quietly at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. We have a little blanket out here for her because it's bitterly cold, and some dogs don't like to lay down on the ground when it's cold. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Kiki heel. Now at this point, Kiki has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with Rich when walking. So when you're taking her for a walk now, she should be very well under control. She should be matching pace with you. If you turn, she should turn. If you speed up or slow down, she should do the same. And you should never again be dragged with Kiki on a leash. When Rich stops his feet, she's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So if you're walking down the street and you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone, she should be sitting quietly and under control at your left, waiting for her next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, we do not use her name. The long sit stay you can practice indoors as well as outdoors, and it's a great exercise for developing self-control. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her counterclockwise, back to her shoulders, and he stops there. He praises her for a good job, and they will take off heeling again. So even though he's being firm with her, he's also being gentle and encouraging and talking to her, telling her she's a good girl, that he appreciates her efforts. Nice automatic sit.
Stay.
He leaves her in a sit stay.
No.
If she goes to get up, he'll tell her no and place her back into a sit, and that's what you have to do. No, sit, stay.
Stay.
She has to complete the command the way it was taught, so if she's misbehaving, don't give up. And this time, instead of returning back to her, Rich will demonstrate the come on command. She's been taught to come, and she should sit.
No. All right, no sit.
And that command is to try to eliminate some of her, predisposition to jump on you. When you call her, she should come and she should sit in front of you. She shouldn't be putting her feet on you.
Stay.
Rich again leaves her in a sit stay. He does use her name on the come command. And this time she did come in and sit very nicely, so you can see that she does know it. And she heels very nicely like a lady. She stays right with Rich. I think she enjoys the attention that she gets from doing her commands. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is going to be your down from a heel position. So always have your dog seated first, left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay.
Stay. No. Stay. Stay.
Your long down stay, you can practice right in your living room,
No.
because none of the dogs like to be on the cold ground. So practice indoors right now during this cold snap. Rich returns back to her shoulders. He praises her up. And sometimes if you're struggling with commands, go back to healing and start all over.
Down.
Left open palm, straight down toward the ground, the down and stay. Now, also too, if she's popping up, stand closer to her. And that way you have more likelihood that she's going to hold that and you're going to lengthen out your time and your distance. Rich calls her in.
No.
He has her sit.
Kiki, go.
Nice automatic sit. Rich is going to leave her in a stay, and we're going to demonstrate your down from a distance. So you back away from her. You turn to face her. This is the only time that you use your right hand to give the command.
Kiki, go.
Now, we have demonstrated for you all of Kiki's formal on-leash obedience commands. We're going to have a packet of information for you so that you know how to do all of these commands, the schedule that she's been on while she's been here at school. Rich will answer any questions that you have and give you a chance to work with her. She's a very smart girl. She's been a pleasure to have as a guest here at our school, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.